All right, Ajay Chotala.
और recommend किया, वो करना भूल
Or recommend किया. I'm amazed that you can still laugh. I guess there's nothing else you can do when you hear all this.
Exactly.
Huh?
They're saying, अगर आपको लग रहा है ये सजा कम है तो he thinks that saza is enough. 6 months is enough. Bailout is enough. Smiling is enough.
It's shocking, but he does raise valid questions of omissions made by previous governments as well, Manish.
Well, I have no intentions of treating this matter with the insensitivity that we just heard. And I started off by saying that whosoever is responsible at whichever level, whichever government it might have been, you need to open it up and hold everybody accountable. I don't hold a brief for anybody in this matter.
All right, that's good to hear. I'll take one last audience comment from the young girl here.
I have a very simple question. Why filing an FIR is still a very difficult task, like winning a cricket match?
It's the biggest question.
Why is it so difficult? And the lady here has one question. Yes.
Yeah, I just want to ask that if the government is corrupted, to whom to vote?
Should you not get the answer to this?
All right, let's start. Let's take final comments.
Should you not have an answer to?
I want to.
When she's saying why is recording FIR so difficult, should we not have an answer? I think the answer is because the whole focus is on statistics of crime. How many cases registered this year compared to last year? The policing is, the whole system is absolutely statistical. That's a colonial method of, unless we break away from these statistics, and not even the media judges the police by number of robberies this year compared to number of
get out
robberies.
of the statistics.
Get out of statistics.
I want to say something which goes beyond Ruchika's case, is that if this thing happens, it happens periodically in this country when it comes up. We should now draw a line and say, let's do something about it. And we should not just say, look at this, should we get a...
Can't go from Jessica to Ruchika, basically.
I have a concrete suggestion.
Yes, Harish.
Can I finish?
Complete. Quickly.
I think it is the judicial system, judicial reform, which is on the cards at the moment. The Honorable Prime Minister has already started.
Who says Harish?
I know. No.
But you're still a believer. He's still a believer.
I have a document. I have read it.
What judicial reform are you talking about? What judicial reform?
Harish, what's your suggestion?
I'll tell you, I have a concrete suggestion. Judicial reform is necessary, but there is no judicial reform on the cards. Let me tell you this, the suggestions in that vision paper are the visions of a blind man. But let me tell you something. Let us start in the media. Let us start from India state 1 to state 26 and run past the last 3 years appointment of the top 5 police officers and see the muck which comes out. Let us expose this. Let us get proactive, not from Jessica to Ruchika. Start with the rot, investigate the rot. Let's make this every monthly feature,
Manish,
saying this is what we find.
I wouldn't agree with what Mr. Harish Salve said.
Why?
That the vision document is the vision of a blind man. They are substantive and concrete initiatives.
When are you going to do something about it?
There are substantive and concrete initiatives which are being taken by the government in order to reduce pendency of matters, in order to bring areas down. There are other initiatives
Give
which have
a
also been taken.
suggestion on this table. So what do you believe should happen in this case, Manish?
What should happen in this case? 2 or 3 things. I think, number one, in the light of the conviction, even the Supreme Court order, which quashed the charge of abetment, that needs to be opened up. He needs to be tried for abetment. There have to be parallel proceedings.
Will your government file an appeal?
Of course,
will your state government file an appeal?
Well, I think the CBI is going to file an appeal. That is the mandate of the CBI. And then the multiple issues which arise.
They have a right to file an appeal.
There are multiple issues which arise out of this.
Two, 3 points important. 90% of any such molestation case or any sex scandal goes unreported in this country.
Do you blame people after what's happened here?
No, what I want to say is that the 2%, 1% that goes reported and becomes like this, either you commit suicide as a woman or you get murdered in case of Shivani. As far as police officers are concerned in uniform, and especially underline men in police uniform, I am not categorizing and saying 100% here. But let me tell you, I work with them. They think it is their right to make passes at any woman who walks into their office, be it an officer or another person.
Kiran, quick last comment, then I want to go to the family. We're ending here.
I think we need to look at the jury trial. Jury trial existed in India till Nanavati's case. I think we need to look at that. Will
bringing
save
that back.
Yes, we need to bring back, which will involve civil society as a part of the
and make us a valid. Your last thought, sir. Aapne 19 saal ki ladai lagi. What are you looking for now?
Now our society is at crossroads, Now there is a question whether we want to get our daughters molested and forced to commit suicide and laughing Mr. Rathore. Or we want a happy, healthy life for our daughters who are future mothers and future of India. So it is the question for the society.
Aradhna?
Yeah,
She was your closest friend. You were there. For you, this is so intimate. What do you think should happen now?
I don't want any other Ruchika in this country. So really, people of India have to decide now. This is the time. Please decide whether you want the molested girl to commit suicide or you want the molester behind the bars. So it is on us whether we want freedom for the molesters or for the molested girl. Or a boy.
The corrective measures needed must be taken immediately, and it should be a town in Mount Param.
Yes.
30 days.
Share with us before we go.
Yes, you finish the entire thing within 30 days.
Share with us before we wrap up a memory of Ruchika. Aapki koi yadash? I know she went that day because she was a Steffi Graf fan. She dreamt of being like Steffi.
Yes. She was a very good tennis player, very intelligent girl, a very brave girl. हंसमुख लड़की थी बहुत. And when her brother was paraded before her in handcuff, he was brought to our house handcuffed. She cried that this is because of me. This is because of my complaint. I am responsible. I am responsible for my this sorry state of affair with my brother. I am responsible, she told.
Well, I think that is
the whole mohalla knows this thing.
I think the irony is that she stopped smiling and SPS Rathore walked out of court smiling. And I just want to end with saying that I think at every stage it becomes our responsibility to make sure that not just in this case, but as Aradhna said, no other Ruchika. As we close, an extraordinary family and friends here, a big round of applause for them, for what they've gone through in these 19 years. And may we not, as Harish Salve said, may we not live from Jessica to Ruchika. And we count on our politicians to start doing something on that note. Thank you so much.